Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back. This week we're going to discuss what's missing from this picture. That would be a co-pilot seat. So keep Jamie from having to ride in the bed on the back. We're going to be building and installing a co-pilot's chair. Alright guys, it's time to install Jamie's seat. This bus with the door configuration does not have a passenger side seat, and obviously the steps came up and this was the middle hallway. Well, we now have an additional hallway, so we can place her seat here. The trick is getting to the right level so she can both see out of the windshield and be able to talk to me. So that's what we're going to do today. We're taking one of the single seats that were in the rear. We're going to build a box for it for the right height and mount it here. I've already drilled some holes. I built a structure to hold the upper part of the seat belt. So we're going to have the seat belt bolted through there that goes around the chassis. This will be moved over to here. So we'll have a functioning seat belt. This is a seat belt we borrowed out of one of our Jeep Wranglers we're not using. So we'll show you that in a little bit, but stay tuned. Alright guys, this is one of the original bus seats. I had originally planned to use this steel and actually weld up a base for it. And try to attach the seat belt and all to the seat, but because I have a very solid seat belt mount, and the purpose of this base is just going to be to keep the seat in place from shifting around, I'm going to go plywood. That'll be a wooden plywood base. A lot easier. I can do it right away, so that's what we're going to do now. I'm removing the steel frame so I can attach the one portion of the plywood to the bottom of the seat directly. The seat is 99% in. I don't know if you saw what we painted earlier, but we have the wooden base that we made. It's on one of the old bus seats, set to swivel. This really all it's having to hold is itself in, so this just basic wood screws into the plywood floor in the bus through the, that's actually a rubber stall mat from Tractor Supply. So this being bolted down, that's just keeping the seat in place. What's going to keep the passenger in place is this steel tubing. That's a 2-inch, actually it's about 2.5 inch steel, like a receiver tube for a trailer hitch. And I actually used a receiver, a pintle style 90-degree receiver angle on the bottom, and I've just bolted to that. So that gives me 8 holes through the floor that'll be bolted through. And with your own vehicle, you gotta kind of check it out. With us, right in this location, there's actually a piece of an I-beam under the floor, not the chassis itself, but a structural beam that's part of the body. And I was able to straddle that beam and put straps on the bottom. So this is completely solid. It's actually probably overbuilt. It's probably even above normal specs for a vehicle. It's probably more secure than the one that came on the pillar over there in the bus. But this seat belt I got on one of our Jeeps. It's just one of the roll bar belts. That'll pull across, secure here, and it's a little bit of tight quarters, but my wife doesn't mind. She can turn it at an angle, put her feet over on the side here. This also will pivot to have us another seat, even though it's low to the floor. We wanted it this low so she could get the same vision out the windshield that I have, same angle of viewing, so she doesn't get motion sick. But that's really it. Came together okay. Have any questions, just let us know. Thanks for joining us. See you soon.